you too qualified. Then I put pressure on them. Does that make sense? But see, when I barely got started, especially when they're directs, every direct of mine, I say, listen, I want you to answer me one question. On a scale of 1 to 3, 1 being minimum and 3 being maximum, how do you want me to push you? 3 meaning I'm going to get you outside of your comfort zone. I'm going to push you and I'm going to keep you very accountable to what you are telling me. Most people will tell you 3. Some people will go and say 5, oh 5. And then later on, it's like they're not answering your phone calls. You know what I mean? So listen, whatever it is you tell me, by the way, let's say I'm talking to Sam, you let me know what it is, but I'd rather you tell me a 1 and stick to a 1 than tell me a 3 and go down to a 2. Keep, tell me what because I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. So when I say I got your back and we're going to go in the trenches together, that's exactly what we're going to do. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So 3 questions every single night that I got home that I would ask myself. And these are 3 questions I lived by for many, many years. The first question is this. Do I deserve to sleep tonight? Did I earn my sleep, my rest tonight? If your answer is yes, you can check that one off. The second question is, if my team did what I did today, how much closer to our goals would we be? If my team did what I did today, how much closer to our goals would we be? Is that powerful to you guys?
Yes.
Because imagine if you got a bunch of your people, especially your personals, they're duplicating that, and there's a business of duplication. Does that make sense? Okay. And then the last question is, would I want to be sponsored by me? That's a tough one. See, you can lie to your sponsor, but when you look in the mirror, you can't lie to that person in the mirror. You know, it's either yes or no. You can tell your sponsor, yeah, I'm a good sponsor, man. I call my team. You know that you call your team. And it's okay, we've all made mistakes. But if you can answer yes to these questions, I guarantee you're going to start seeing some duplication. You're going to start seeing some growth. When you start putting it out there, then your people know that you got their back even more than they got their own. That you want them to be successful more than they want to be successful. They start feeling it because it's coming from your heart. But when you're out there leading by example, and here's the deal. If you're leading by example, your results will show. My goal is to sponsor between 10 and 15 people this month. I've already got 3 before the summit. And 2 of them are here. Lakeisha and Ivan. Okay? Why? Because I said, hey, listen, if it slowed down in December a little bit, that doesn't matter. If I want to be successful, it's up to me with or without anybody. So I'm going to work with the people that want to make it happen, that really have goals that they want to hit. And I'm going to go out and personally sponsor a bunch of people because I believe in my mind I can recruit at will if I want. So I believe it, so I attract it. I let people know I'm going to attract some powerhouse people. I don't know where they're coming from. We might not even know each other yet, but I'm going to attract them. So I talk to my team and say, listen, how many phone calls are you making on a daily basis? My first month especially, because I wasn't doing as many CJs or one-on-ones because I didn't have a team, I was probably making an average of 40 to 60 calls a day in addition to my 5 to 7 presentations. Now let's compare phone bills. Because I am serious that this is going to happen. See, somebody's going to go out there and take this company and make 6 figures a month. Somebody's going to be the first to get there. I want it to, if not me, somebody in my organization. And that's an attitude that I believe we all should have. To go out there and make it happen. Somebody says, they mentioned something to me that somebody that's thinking small money thinks. I said, do you think Mr. Nolan will come up with that concern? See, because you're putting yourself in the shoes of somebody that's never going to hit it big. That's why you're coming up with that concern. And I gave him some examples. He said, oh, you know what, you're absolutely right. I was like, yeah. Because see, that just let me know that your mind isn't on making millions. Your mind is set on making a couple thousand. Because if you saw it that other way, so it all depends on how you see it. So, as far as work ethic, you know what I mean? I'm just, in a situation where obviously it's important. But it's about being consistent, right? And who's heard this? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes.
It's an apple a day that keeps the doctor away. Not 7 apples on Sunday. Is that right? Right? What if you go to the gym on Sunday for 7 hours? Is that going to work?
No.
No, right? You got to be consistent. It takes discipline. The most disciplined person that I've ever met in my life is my mentor, Mr. Nolan. So to me, I don't compare myself to anybody other than him. And believe me, I understand that's tough. But see, I'm like, man, if I'm shooting to be like my mentor, where am I going to be? Even if I come a little short. But see, I used to compare myself with just another distributor and other companies that I was working with. And that's why I never broke through. So I said, I see how he works. I mean, I call him at all times, you know, late at night, early in the morning. He's always working. Because he's on a mission. I'm like, man, must be that Ganoderma he's been taking, right? So so now I consume it, and man, I don't go anywhere without that thing. So something that's been helping me out. And when I start talking about this, okay, and I'm almost done. I got a couple minutes. When I start talking about this, I want to throw a disclaimer. What I want to talk about next is social media. But see, that is not to be confused with veering away from the way you've been building your business. This is in addition to, I was taught a long time ago, there's a couple different activities. There's A activity, B activity, C activity. When I talk about social media, to me that's C activity. That's the least important activity. That's stuff that I do like after 10:30 at night, after 11 p.m. at night, when I can't be prospecting somebody, or doing a CJM, or doing a three-way call. Does that make sense, guys? Putting somebody in a signal call. See, all that is A activity. That's money-making activity. MMA, like the sport MMA, but this is money-making activity. Okay? So, C activity is like what I do at night. I don't know if any of you know, I do some YouTube videos. Anybody seen those videos?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do some YouTube videos. That's in addition to everything I do.